Afternoon VC, Dave here. So the end of year videos have already begun. We do have a little ways to go here to the end of the year, and there's still a few other things that are going to be coming in for me that are 2020 releases, but I'm going to go ahead and show everything I picked up that was released this year that is new music. So no reissues or anything like that. I did get quite a few of those, but it's a good amount of records here. Probably 20 some records. I don't know. I guess that's a lot. I don't know. I'm still working. My record collection works in the past, and there's probably 5 or 6 more releases from this year. I'd still like to pick up at some point. Won't happen this year, but so yeah, we'll get into these, and I'm not ranking these as really great records this year, so I found that a little bit difficult. I do have a number 1, and it's a no-brainer for me, so I've already talked about it in another video, but I will show that last, so if that ranks them, then there you go. So the first batch, though, will be the 2020 jazz releases that I picked up. The first being Tony Allen and Hugh Masakayla, Rejoice, on the World Circuit label. And was very excited about this. I am a huge Hugh Masakayla fan, a great trumpet player from South Africa. Of course, Tony Allen, the amazing drummer that created the Afrobeat sound with Fela Kuti from Nigeria, and he left us with this record before he passed this year, and it's fantastic. The Tony Allen stands out on this. Of course, Hugh's great, but he, not at full bore really, because he is up there in age, but wonderful record. And this wasn't expensive or anything. And still easy to get, I believe, so yeah. Rejoice from Tony Allen and Hugh Masakayla on the World Circuit label, part of the BMG group. Next, his albums in the past I've categorized in jazz, but this one's more electronic. And just a brilliant record, and one of the best for the times we're in. This comes from Daniel Hisenklint. He's from Sweden. He used to do vinyl community videos, but has retired from that for the most part. But his group Blameful Isles, and this is the album Miracle, and this is the limited color edition. Take it out of the sleeve here. It's just fantastic artwork. It's Daniel on the back, and beautiful vinyl. I don't know if you get to see this, but it's like this. Yeah, just the most beautiful piece of vinyl I bought this year, that's for sure. I think it's gorgeous and fantastic music. Highly recommended. The first pressings were gone very quickly, very limited. There might have been I don't know if there were 100 or how many, but he did do a second run, so I'm not sure if those are still available or if they sold out, but yeah, Urban Waves Music put this out. Oh, it's so good. And the next is one that's gotten a lot of acclaim from the VC this year, and that's Khalil El-Zabar's America the Beautiful on the Spirit Muse Records label, I believe, which is out of the UK. And the arrangements on this are unbelievable from Khalil El-Zabar. He also plays some percussion and flute on this record. It's the last effort from Hamia Blewett, the great sax player before he passed. And the last track is unbelievable. Prayers for the Unwanted Sufferings. Listen to that cut, and yeah, you'll definitely. It's just another one, just perfect for the times. There's a video that Julius Jabbar did where he read this back cover. I recommend checking that video out. Chicago musician, just great stuff. Great release for this year. Another one that's really about the times we're living in, and from the amazing label International Anthem Recording Company. We talk about it a lot. It's Irreversible Entanglements, Who Sent You, their second full length. Man, fantastic improvised free jazz. The vocalist Kamiya Aiwa, I hope I said that right. She's just amazing, and yeah, this is a great record. And then also on the label is one I've talked about at length, Makaya McCraven, Universal Beings E&F sides, and these are all live dates from different locations. So some are in California at I believe it's Jeff Parker from Tortoise's home studio. Some are live at venues in England and New York, and yeah, Makaya McCraven on the drums is just one of the best contemporary drummers in the world, and very stoked with this. This is great, and it does have a lot of the up and coming UK jazz scene musicians, Shabaka Hutchings, Nubia Garcia, what have you. Good stuff. Next is guitar-driven record, Hedvig Molestad Echidna. This is limited to 300 copies on white vinyl. Female guitarist from Norway. This made Mazzy's list. White vinyl. And yeah, I mean, it's filed in jazz, but it's a guitar-driven rock record for me. This is great. Just off the charts. Another one. This one might be tough to get a hold of. Dylan, Noble Records, was all over it. He really digs Molestad, so was able to get that from him because he was getting one. He was like, I'm getting it, so I might as well order some. Next, I just picked this up last night. The new Sun Ra Orchestra, Swirling, and this is just absolutely beautiful. Fantastic packaging from Strut and Art Yard here. European pressing. The pressing is great. They ship it outside of the sleeve so it doesn't get damaged. And yeah, gatefold. Some great photos of the group, and Marshall Allen in his 90s, still strong as ever, and great playing. They do a lot of Sun Ra originals like Astro Black, Rocket Number 9, Door of the Cosmos, Angels and Demons at Play, as far as older tunes, I mean. And then there are some new tracks that they have written here, and this is great. Just fantastic release all the way around, and it is the limited double album on gold vinyl. I'll show you that. So yeah, some cool labels. All right, and then yeah, the next record comes all the way from the wonderful country of New Zealand, a country that was able to figure out the pandemic a lot better than anybody else, really. The Virtual Shadow Ensemble, and it's called Keep Your Distance, and this was made when they were going through their major lockdown there to eradicate the virus. And we got this wonderful record as a result on Noah Records. And this is a first pressing. I think it was limited to a couple hundred copies. And it came professionally shipped. I mean, it was amazing. A better shipping job than any other, because it wasn't USPS. It was a whole other company that delivered this. Freaking awesome. Man, this has got so much going on. A lot of improvisation. There's poetry in this. There's just everything. This is on Bandcamp. Highly recommend checking it out. It's the Virtual Shadow Ensemble. Keep Your Distance from New Zealand. The result of the lockdown. Gorgeous record. Alright, so that's pretty much all the jazz related stuff. Next, I've talked about this a couple times. Doves, The Universal Want, their first record in 12 years. Stunning cover. Gatefold. Which is great. There's the back. And this is got a really nice insert there. Tony Allen, before he passed, he played drums on the first track on this record with the Williams Brothers. It was an honor for them, and it's just a killer drum riff throughout. Great stuff to be gone from that for that long. Singer-songwriter, more on the pop end of things, but some total verve worship on the B-side with the guitars. Great record from Doves from the UK. Next was the long-awaited record from the band Hum from Illinois, Inlet. And this is a double record, gatefold. It has photos from Arches National Park in Utah, where I've been. It's one of the wonders of the world as far as I'm concerned. This is a heavy record from Hum. Yeah, that's really all there is to say about it. It's fucking heavy, and it's a great record. Not a bad song on it. Very stoked that was finally released, and I was able to get it a week early because Scott's the man at Lunchbox. Next, if I did have to rank them, this was probably in the top 3 records of the year for me overall. The new Mets, band from Canada, Atlas Vending, on Sub Pop. Just picked this up on vinyl, had the CD. CD's been in the car for a solid month. And this is the limited color vinyl loser edition. Comes with a poster. Inexpensive record too, under 20 bucks. And it's this really wild freaking vinyl. I don't even know what you call that. But it sounds great. This band is kind of like if the band Buildings on in Minneapolis and Fugazi and The Life and Times had a baby. They really grew up with this record. I really wasn't into their earlier stuff. It was just too abrasive almost. This is they've really settled in with this record. This is fucking great. The last track, A Boat to Drown In, is the best track in my opinion. Real driving track. Mets. It's embroidered. The name of the band is embroidered on the cover. I don't know if you can see that because I still have the shrink on it. But next is a local release from Charlotte. My friend Bo White's band, Patios Counselors, The Optimal Seat. And this is fucking great, man. There's some. I love their old bass player, and so I was like, I don't know if this is going to be as good with a different bass player. And Taylor, he he works Lunchbox. He fucking knocks it out of the park, man. And Bo, great on vocals on this, because he does a lot of other things non-vocal related, and yeah, great rock record here. Good stuff. Patios Counselors from Charlotte, and they had an event at Tip Top, so I went and supported. It's one of the things that's got me out of the house at least once here during this pandemic. Next, great band from Philadelphia, Rid of Me, and their EP Summer. This is one of 150. There was a even shorter run of a white cover. This is great, great heavy stuff, kind of hardcore. Mike McGinnis from Fight Amp on guitar. This rules right here. Female vocals. Yeah, check it out. Rid of Me, Summer on Knife Hits. Great label out of Philly. Next is a band from Atlanta, and this is a freaking great record. This is Thousand Air. And this is Andrew Wiggins' project. He's on guitar and vocals. He does a lot of recording. This is on Colonel Records. This is fucking great band. Yeah, Thousand Air. Not a bad song on this record. Next is the new record from, and you'll know us by the Trail of Dead from Austin, Texas, which I guess is its own country now. The Godless Void and Other Stories. So this is their, I think their 10th full-length record. This is the limited blue marble vinyl. So this is, there's a couple really great tracks on here, as there always are with Trail Records. And they always open with a one that just kicks you right in the face, and this is no exception. Yeah, Into the Godless Void, man. And it speaks to the current politics going on in this shithole country. But yeah. Next, band that's come back after being gone forever, from Athens, Georgia. We versus the Shark and Goodbye Guitar, and this is a fucking great record. Yeah, happy this came out. This is on Ernest Jennings Recording Company, which I believe is out of New York. At least that's where it's shipped to me from. But this is Samantha Aaron on guitar. She plays in Man or Astro Man now on guitar. She also has her own band, Mean Queen. She's also a third shift nurse at the hospital in Athens, Georgia, dealing with COVID. She's my fucking hero. And she is one of the best guitarists in the South, bar none. One of the best, just one of the best musicians, period. She's gorgeous, she's tall, she rocks. This is great. And she also has vocals on this as well. There's also, yeah, you also have some other vocals too, but great stuff. The total Athens scene, type rock, little mathy, yeah, that one's up there for me for this year. That's a great record. Used to go see them all the time. They'd play Greensboro with Cinemechanica, they'd play Athens, they'd play, all over the place. Next are a couple punk records I picked up from this year. This one I just picked up last night. That's Miro, a Pacificar, great punk band from Bogota, Colombia, South America. Learned about this band from Vinyl Rich. This was just sitting in the used for super cheap, so picked it up. Great hardcore punk, in Spanish, good shit. And then the best punk band going in Charlotte, Mutant Strain. Yeah. This comes with a poster and all kinds of shit. I'm not gonna pull it out because it's crazy to do that. I did it in another video. Yeah. This is on Sorry State out of Raleigh. Great punk label here from North Carolina. Yeah, Mutant Strain. The next records are the records I got from Spain this year. First is from the band Guyoza, Early Bird. This is the limited first pressing on mustard vinyl. This is Antonio, who used to be in the band Mourn, the drummer. This is the band he drums for now. Got to meet and hang out with him in Durham one time when he was here playing for Mourn. Was on that mustard. And if you like Queens of the Stone Age, you'll like Guyoza. They've grown up also, and this is a hell of a release. Heavy, great groove with the guitars. Yeah, Guyoza from Barcelona. Probably this is my number 2 if I had to rank them this year. This is my second best record of 2020 for me, is the new Mourn, Self-Worth. This was the limited to 500 on Milky Clear. Captured tracks out of Brooklyn. They're a Barcelona band. I've talked about them a lot. Fantastic band. And this is the Clear. Santi Garcia recorded this, and there's a lot of influence from Santi's band No More Lies in this that I can hear. They're really carrying the torch with the B-core sound. This is Jazz and Leia, who are the daughters of Ramon Rodriguez, who I'm going to show his new record next. Carla Perez, also on vocal and guitar. And the new drummer is Victor Rodeo, and he's good. I mean, it's a very similar drummer to Antonio, really. Nothing's lost here with the change. And very diverse record for them. Yeah, this is one of the best. This is one of the best records I've heard this year. Easy. So my number 2. The next is the record from their dad, Ramon, the new Ramon, Coplas del Andar Torcido. And this was the limited first pressing. I was happy to get this from the B-core store in Barcelona. They also sent me the first few orders, got the tote bag with the album art, which is awesome. And yeah, Ramon's a great singer-songwriter. He's also in the band Medi, who put a new album out this year, which is in the mail to me. Its release date specifically is January 15th, though. So it doesn't really count as a 2020 release, even though I'm going to get it in 2020. The first people to do the pre-order are getting it early, so also with a tote bag. So I'll be showing that in a later video, but this is a great record, and some of it reminds me of Doves. Yeah, this has got a really cool insert. All the words. And again, gold seems to be the theme. A lot of gold vinyl this year. Beautiful album, well recorded. This is on BMG Spain. So that leaves one more record, and my album of the year, hands down, the iconic band from Barcelona, Nuevo Volcano, and their album Ensemble, the first record they've put out in 5 years, the best record they've put out in many years. the best album I've heard Santee record. The bass is just massive on this. It's a three-piece band. Bass, guitar, and drums. Guitarist Artur Estrada, he's the lead singer. I've talked about how I met him in Spain. Split release with B-Core and La Castagna. La Castagna is Nuevo Volcano's own label. They put out a lot of great bands. And this comes with a bonus 7-inch. This was only available to folks specifically that went to the B-Core store that day to get this with the 7-inch, and I was lucky enough to have Albert send me one. This sounds massive, and their best songwriting they've done. Not a bad song, perfect record. Music video of the year with the third track, El Sueño Europeo, and I'll leave a link. Yeah, this is my album of the year, Nuevo Volcano, Ensayo. That's it. Hope everybody's well. I think there's a couple other records this year that I'd like to get. Like I said, OCs have put a record or two out. Well, they put out a record every other week, but I need to pick them up. Tundra put an album out this year, another band from Spain. They're from Madrid. It's a soundtrack of some type. I need to pick that up. Boris's new album I need to pick up. No is the name of the album. The Shiner album that came out, that one's expensive to get a hold of. It's probably directly just through the band. Shiner, which is Alan Epley from Life and Times from the Midwest. Uniform put a new album out, industrial band from New York. And then the big jazz release from this year that I don't have that I need to get is Nate Birchall, Mysticism of Sound, his homage to Sun Ra. I need that record. But yeah, that's everything from this year. Hope everybody's well, like I said. Peace.